Masih bersama kami di Presisi Siang. Kita ke informasi mancanegara. Pemirsa, Bank Sentral AS atau Federal Reserve kini bersikap tak terburu-buru mengubah suku bunga acuan karena khawatir kembali naiknya laju inflasi. Di luar data terkini yang tunjukkan inflasi masih bandel. Menurut laporan dari University of Michigan, proyeksi inflasi naik ke 4,3% dari 3,3% sebelumnya. Dan berikut kita simak informasi selengkapnya akan disampaikan oleh Nufa Purwadi, jurnalis VOA.
Tarif 25% atas produk impor dari Kanada dan Meksiko akhirnya ditunda selama 30 hari setelah pemerintah kedua negara meningkatkan pengamanan perbatasan masing-masing dengan Amerika Serikat. Tapi pemilik UMKM tetap cemas.
When prices go up, obviously business owners are always hit hardest, right? Because we have to pay higher prices, and then unfortunately, it causes our prices to go up, which nobody likes to see. And so, of course, we're nervous.
We employ most of the people in the United States. It's not conglomerates, it's small businesses. We are the backbone of America when it comes to the business industries.
Setelah lama relatif terkendali, sepanjang 2024, laju inflasi kembali membuat cemas pemilik usaha, pembuat kebijakan, hingga bursa saham. Bahkan ketika data ketenagakerjaan terbaru menunjukkan pasar tenaga kerja relatif resilient dengan penambahan 143.000 lapangan kerja baru.
So if you think about what's moving stocks today, first it was the jobs number right off the bat. We did see a response from the bond market with interest rates higher. And again, that sensitivity between the bond market and stocks have kind of lived up to its billing there. Secondly, we had a report from the University of Michigan. Their inflation expectations came in way higher. So they jumped about 100 basis points. It was the biggest jump in quite a long time. And so again, we want interest rates and inflation to kind of settle in here and go back down. But that was not the case more recently.
Bank Sentral Amerika Serikat memiliki mandat ganda, yaitu stabilitas harga alias mengendalikan laju inflasi dan juga memastikan penciptaan lapangan kerja maksimal. Bila perhatian The Fed sebelumnya tertuju pada pasar lapangan kerja yang dikhawatirkan melemah, maka perhatiannya kini memasuki 2025 justru pada inflasi yang dikhawatirkan kembali meningkat. Bank Sentral akhirnya tak mengubah suku bunga pada pertemuan Januari, dan pengamat pun meragukan akankah The Fed bakal menurunkan suku bunga lagi sepanjang tahun ini.
When we think about the Federal Reserve action, and they have been so closely following the reported inflation numbers and reported employment numbers, we may be entering a higher inflation type of environment. So it does suggest that they may want to look ahead and not just wait until the data is reported before they do anything. And if they're really worried about inflation, they, rather than wait for it to get reported, they may try to get out ahead of it, and at the very least, not lower rates.
Pertemuan selanjutnya bagi Bank Sentral adalah pada pertengahan Maret. Dari Washington DC, Nufa Purwadi dan tim VOA.
Di kota New York, warga menemukan cara kreatif untuk mengungkapkan emosi mereka. Sebuah proyek seni publik, Subway Therapy, mengundang orang untuk berbagi harapan, frustasi, maupun refleksi di stasiun kereta bawah tanah. Bagaimana informasi selengkapnya? Berikut laporan Randy Wicaksana, jurnalis VOA.
Dengan kerumunan orang, musisi, dan kereta yang bergerak cepat, kereta bawah tanah kota New York bisa membuat orang merasa kewalahan. Tetapi sekarang juga merupakan tempat warga menemukan inspirasi dan berbagi perasaan terdalam mereka.
We all need to work together to make the world a better place if we want that.
Matthew Chavez adalah penggagas Subway Therapy, sebuah proyek seni yang mengundang orang untuk menuliskan pikiran dan perasaan mereka dekat Union Square, menciptakan kolase harapan, frustrasi, dan refleksi.
People are talking about world politics, people are talking about other topics. However, most of the notes are supportive, they're loving, they're people telling each other to have a great day or that their life is going to be okay. They also talk a lot about what people are experiencing right now in terms of someone just losing their job or someone about to have a baby or get married. I think writing is a very, very good thing for people.
Warga pun merespon dengan positif.
It's one of these things, just like really, brings people together. We can like share their thoughts anonymously. At the same time, it's kind of like, we always know, there are a lot of people out there that feel the same way that you feel.
I just got laid off, and I'm actually not worried. I'm excited to pursue my art.
Thinking about my book and the surprise I am going to that I don't know about.
Chavez berkolaborasi dengan terapis Dina Ismail dalam menjalankan program bernama Listening Lab. Dina mencatat berbagai topik yang ditempel oleh orang-orang.
If you come across here, you'll see things about the election. You'll see things about world issues, whether it goes from Israel-Palestine to Ukraine-Russia to climate justice, or talking about a viral hippopotamus that has gone all over the internet, right? And so it's a wide range, it's whatever is on people's minds.
Subway Therapy menarik perhatian pembuat sketsa perkotaan terkenal Kathy Gulota yang membuat sketsa ini.
This is just such a wonderful installation. Country's very divisive right now, and it's a time when we need something like this to get out our feelings and be with others.
Chavez mengatakan bahwa ribuan catatan yang telah dikumpulkan akan diteruskan ke New York Historical Society.
Nah, ini bukan proyek seni pertama kalinya oleh Chavez sebenarnya, pemirsa. Pada tahun 2016 misalnya, pasca pemilu Presiden Amerika Serikat, Chavez pergi ke stasiun kereta subway atau kereta bawah tanah dan berbicara dengan banyak orang asing di sana. Saking banyaknya orang-orang yang ingin berbicara kepada Chavez, ia harus mencatatnya dengan pena dan secari kertas yang kemudian ia tempel. Terciptalah proyek seni ini. Demikian laporan saya Randy Caksa dari New York City dan juga tim VOA.
Tetaplah bersama kami, Presisi Siang akan segera kembali.